maybe you guys believe me that I'm a wizard now? Can we all agree that I'm a wizard? Or is it just magic? I don't know. But here's a special intro from Preston and Tanner.
My name is Tanner Cox, and this is the 9th presentation of the Final Fantasy orgy, whatever the fuck it's called. This is my 9th drink.
Give me a welcome to week 9. Give me an intro to week 9.
This is NFL Young Boys with the final presentation of the Final Football Orgy League. Welcome to week 9.
Week 8 review here. Game of the week was Marcos versus Mike over here. High scoring game. Marcos took this one. Got the best record in the East Division and the West Division. 6-2. Did stop the momentum on bare naked butt spankings though, so that's good. But now Marcos needs to be stopped. Let's take a look, see what happened here. Joe Burrow had an absolutely terrible game. Still got 13 points out of it. Cincinnati, crazy game. They performed terribly. Lamar putting up 21 points. And then you got Alvin Kamara just slapping down 42.8 points. Give me a break. This guy's dangerous. He's back. Started off pretty slow. Missed a couple of games. And then he just started picking up pace with 42. Goodness, 18 carries, 62 yards. Got 9 receptions, 2 big points on that boy right there. Let's see here. And he has Ramondre Stevenson, only person on New England that catches the ball. Look at Travis Etienne, though, coming up on the ranks. Said he was going to fail. I was wrong. Cooper Kupp, Tyreek, real high-scoring game here. Tyreek with 31 points, really impressive there. Mark Andrews starting to slow down there. What, he played 2 tight ends? Played Ertz and Andrews. Ballsy move, but got away with it. Total there, 157, 42 to 130.08. Marcos, number 1 in the league. This was probably the craziest game, most exciting game, because it came down to the wire here at the Cincinnati game against Cleveland. And who would have guessed it? It was all up to Evan McPherson. All he needed was, I believe, 3 points, so he needed 3 extra point kicks or just 1 3-point field goal. And guess what he did? McPherson went wide right with a 47-yard field goal just before halftime. Oh, no. And then he went on to miss an extra point. Oh, my goodness. They're blaming Black Magic on this one, but I was not the one to drop the 666 this weekend. It was Mr. Bailey. Sad loss. I know that hurts. Nothing hurts more than the anxiety that I had to go through watching that game, though. Came out with a win and puts me number 1 in the West Division. Cool. All right, Chris, Mr. Believe. Unbelievable loss here. Dan Teahan just really picking up the pace here. He's 4-4. He's 5th in the West Division, but that 4-4, it's a 4-way tie in the West Division, so anything could happen. He could pop up to number 2 next week. Anything could happen. Chris is really got to start winning games, or he's going to stay in the bottom there. But I still got faith in him. Dan Teahan with the win there. Win, not wean. Tony, another loss here. Preston with the 4-4 record. He really needed that win. Jalen Hurts, 28.4 points. Still alive. Still believe he may get injured before the season's over. I said he would get injured this week. I'll push it off to next week. He could get injured this week. I could use him to get injured. Nick Chubb absolutely just running over people, 25 points. Strongest running back in the league. I think if him and Eckler got in a fight, I'm taking Chubb on that one. Kittle, 12 points. Devontae Adams. Oh, first time playing Devontae Adams. What happens? Oh, 1 point, 1 reception for 3 yards. Wow. 5 targets. 5 targets. 5 targets. He had 5 targets. That's unfortunate. I believe his court proceedings is November 10th. So Tony's got 1 more week with this guy, and then I could see him getting on a suspension in week 10. Week 10, 11, 12 maybe. Peter with a win there. Tanner loses on his wedding day. Oh, sadness. Tahoe 2 suits back in the winning slot there after a losing streak of 3 losses. Hard loss for Tanner there. Let's see who he played. He played Dulcich. It was a good play. So he did good. Let's see who really bombed here. Nothing too crazy. DeAndre Swift got 14 points. I didn't think he did that good. Mostert, 7 points. Not too great there. Nothing crazy. Carlson was 0 points. What the heck's going on with these kickers? Look at this. He was solid. 13, 10, 14, 16. High numbers for a kicker if you guys don't know. 10 points. And then 0. The Raiders really suck this week, though. All right, let's see here. What do we got? Week 9? I think I got through everybody there. Let's go to week 9. Week 9. Game of the week. I hate to do this, but I gotta make it sick boys versus young boys. This is too much on the line here. Peter wins this one, he'll go right to first place in the West Division. If I lose this, I could drop all the way down to last place possibly. If things fall in the line, a lot of stuff riding on this. Let's go to the box score here. Let's see what we got here. Anything could change. It's Wednesday. A lot of times these lineups don't last. Pretty even. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 to my 4, but pretty even matchup. Projections are 1 point away. Josh Allen against Jalen Hurts, number 1 and number 2 quarterback up against each other. Huge matchup there. Antonio Gibson could stay in. I might take him out. Who knows? Edwards-Helaire. I'll trade you Gibson I'll give you Gibson and Higbee. No, I won't. Scratch that. Forget it, Peter. Dalvin Cook doing great things here up against Kenyon Drake, who popped off last week. DJ Moore also popped off last week against Stephon Diggs. These matchups, man. Brandon Cooks might play him. He might be hurt. He took a personal day, which is a trend in the NFL right now. He's probably upset because he wanted to get traded, didn't get traded by the deadline yesterday, nor did Kareem Hunt, who also wanted to be traded. A lot of interesting things happening in the league. Higbee up against Kelsey. Higbee would beat Kelsey's ass in an actual fight. Amon-Ra St. Brown up against Metcalf. Metcalf is the strongest person in the NFL. I'm going with the Jaguars defense here. Gamble here, but they're going against Las Vegas, who has not been playing well. And the Jaguars do have a good defense. I'm going to play them this week up against the Buccaneers defense. Also a good defense. I'm not going to make a decision on this one because I'm involved, so we'll make that a deal. I just won't say who's going to win. All right, let's go through these here. Steely Dan, what is he missing? He's missing a defense right now. His projections will go up here. Trevor Lawrence been doing pretty good. I think he's the number 12 ranked quarterback in the league right now as far as fantasy points, which is shocking because he's terrible. But he's getting fantasy points. What? Are you playing Heineke for real? I like Heineke. Good quarterback. Montgomery, Henry. I'm taking Trey on this one. I'm a believer. Speaking of believers, Chris up against Tanner. Oh, shoot. I'm taking Chris on this one. I could see Tanner dropping all the way down to further in the season. Could be 9th, 10th place. Could be getting the pink belt. I think it's between these two. at the moment. I still think Chris can come back, though. I'm taking Chris on that one. Jason's got to make a comeback here with a hard loss last week. He's angry. He's fueled with motivation. Dropped McPherson as quickly as he possibly could. So he's got, Cairo Santos. Okay. Up against Young Ho Koo. This is going to be the game of the kickers again, I believe. Tight projection here. Marco's got an incredible team here, but I'm going with Jason. Also, a huge game here. This is like subtitled Game 2 of the week. Mike versus Jack. We all knew the first time they met up. I don't know if there's any bets on this game or not. Oh, excuse me. He's called Peaking Blinders. Peaking Blinders. Little peeping Jack there. Okay, so Michael's still got a pretty phenomenal team here. This is going to be a close matchup. Pretty good game here. Whoever wins this game is gonna fall or climb up the ladder in the West Division. West Division is completely tied up right now. I'm taking Jack on this one. Let's look at the standings. A lot of movement here. Let's look at the East. The East is a little bit more separated than the West, but you got Marcos has been number 1 since I think week 3 maybe. Anything could happen here. Chris really got to start winning games here. If he beats Tanner, that'll draw a lot of movement. You're going to see a lot of movement after this week. The West, look at this. 4-4, 4-4, 4-4, 4-4. Completely tied for second place here. It's all based off of total points. At this point, it doesn't show that on here, but it would show it on here. Not points allowed, points for. But Sick Boys, number 1, 5-3. Look at that. Number 2 in the league. Me and Marcos just standing strong. 2 pillars of this league. We are the 2 pillars of this league. I said it. The 2 pillars of this league. All right, here we go. Trey climbing up the ladder here, and Tanner is falling down. Jason's been in this 5 and 6 position for a while. Look at the top 5 here. Marcos, Tyler, Peter, Jack, Mike. Who would have thought? I think a lot of this will change, though. Tony really got to pick up. He's number 9 right now. I think that's about it. Let's look at the trades that happened. Buffalo acquired Dean Marlowe, DB. Atlanta, Rashad Fenton. Oh, there's no nobodies there. Big one here. Running back Nyheim Hines traded to the Buffalo Bills. And then Indy received Zach Moss in a 2024 round 6 conditional. These are all this could change, but this is the maximum what they would get here. Denver got Jacob Martin. Big one here, Calvin Ridley. Oh, haven't heard that name in a while. Wonder why? Because he's got a gambling problem. Calvin Ridley, great receiver for the Atlanta Falcons there. He said he only bid $1,500. That was a lie, apparently, according to investigations. Ridley also placed 33 additional wagers on other sports and leagues, a total of $32,733, with only a profit of two. I'm not sure what this means. Does this mean he made 34,000? 34,000? Well, good for you, Calvin. You are up $2,744. Not really great here. He also bet on his own team. That's what really caused the suspension there. Did Calvin win? Well, placed 2 to 100, winning both for profit at $654, according to the 30 with profit at. Yeah, he's not very good at placing sports bets. Place your bets, Calvin, but don't place them on your own team, okay? Who was the baseball player that did that? I know half of you are like, well, so you don't know. What was the guy's name? Older guy. They kicked him out. I think it was part of the Yankees. Anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. Let's go through here. Jeff Wilson, another good trade. Miami's got him. Going to compete with Mostert and Chase Edmonds. Bradley Chubb, great linebacker there. Also going to Miami. Oh, they got rid of Chase Edmonds. Excuse me. That's kind of big. I think I knew that. Chase Edmonds is kind of garbage, though. William Jackson, Claypool going to Chicago. Hawkinson going to Minnesota. Insane trade there. Kadarius Toney, he's going to be playing with KC. You're probably going to be the number 1, number 2 running back in the next few weeks. Robert Quinn, Jonathan Hankins, James Robinson, the New York Jets. Kind of a big trade. Not really. This was a big one here. Christian McCaffrey, Robbie Anderson for being a degenerate. Let's see here. Trayvon, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Let's see here. This was earlier in the year. Laviska Shenault, great receiver. Carolina hasn't used him much. He might be hurt. I'm not sure. That's about it. But the trade deadline was yesterday, so no more trades. We got, I think our fantasy trade line ends sometime in this month. I don't think there was ever a declaration on that. But this has gone too long. So stay safe, stay smart. Congratulations to Tanner and Ashley on their marriage. I love you, and good night.
Cosmic scene. Just give me an hour and then I'll be as high as that.